It has now been revealed that Kyle Winchester is the mystery firestarter in Emmerdale, with upcoming scenes set to delve into the reasons behind his troubling behaviour. Robert Sugden and Aaron Dingle have spent weeks questioning various villagers as they searched for the culprit, but their suspicions repeatedly landed on the wrong people. The truth eventually emerged that Ross Barton and Sam Dingle had been acting suspiciously for an entirely innocent reason, as Ross had secretly been giving Sam dance lessons. Not exactly the outcome many viewers were expecting. Kev Townsend was ruled out after details of his latest spell behind bars came to light, while Kammy Hadik's nervous reactions whenever the barn fires were discussed were explained by the fact that he had been secretly staying in one of the barns. However, the real person responsible for the fires is Kyle, and his dangerous fascination with setting things alight is far from over. After Cain declines an opportunity to spend time with his son, Kyle begins to worry that his father no longer enjoys being around him. Those fears grow stronger when he overhears Cain complaining to Kammy that Kyle has been missing school because he is more interested in repairing his car. Soon afterwards, a lighter drops from Kyle's bag, leaving him struggling to resist the urge to use it again. Later, Graham Foster notices smoke in the distance and rushes to investigate, only to find Kyle standing nearby as his Golf burns. After getting the youngster to safety, Graham quickly realizes he has uncovered the person behind the arson attacks. The discovery leaves him furious, while the incident also stirs painful memories from his own past experiences with fire. Kyle eventually admits that his actions stem from the difficulties he has been facing and the turmoil within his family. When Robert arrives at the scene, Kyle climbs into Graham's car to avoid being discovered. Later on, Kyle confides in Graham and reveals the reasons behind his behaviour. Graham listens carefully and promises to support him, but insists that he must tell Cain and Moira Dingle the truth. Speaking about Graham's decision to help Kyle, Andrew Scarborough explained that it comes from recognizing a sense of vulnerability and feeling lost. He said Graham's own life has been filled with tragedy and mistakes, giving him an understanding of what it feels like to go down the wrong path. Because of this, he sees Kyle as a young person who still has time to turn things around and deserves compassion rather than condemnation. Scarborough added that Graham could have made an excellent mentor under different circumstances. Despite his own troubled history, Graham wants to offer Kyle the guidance and stability he once lacked. He also noted that Graham has a great deal of respect for Cain. The growing distance between Cain and his son could become a source of regret, especially as Graham begins taking an active role in helping Kyle rebuild his life by enrolling him in the cadets. The big question now is how Cain will react when the truth finally comes out. Scarborough also suggested that Graham is constantly mourning the family life he once dreamed of but never achieved. He explained that Graham's distinctive appearance, including his red tie and strict routine, reflects both the emotional scars he carries and the coping mechanisms he relies upon. According to the actor, Graham owns numerous identical suits and maintains a highly structured lifestyle due to his struggles with obsessive-compulsive tendencies and post-traumatic stress. His work as a fixer and mercenary has shaped much of his life, but beneath that exterior is a man searching for a sense of belonging. He believes Graham is drawn to the Tate family because, despite all their dysfunction, they still represent the family connection he has always wanted. His desire to help people, particularly those who are vulnerable, stems from that longing. Scarborough pointed to Graham's close bond with Leo as another example, suggesting that deep down, Graham is still searching for the family he never had. Lydia reaches breaking point with Sam in new Emmerdale spoiler clip. Sam Dingle has been hiding something from Lydia Dingle in Emmerdale, and after weeks of secrecy, she is beginning to fear that something unusual is going on. Fortunately, the truth is far less dramatic than Lydia imagines. In recent weeks, Sam has secretly been learning to dance with the help of Ross Barton as part of a plan to surprise his wife, who is passionate about ballroom and Latin dancing. Lydia regularly attends dance sessions, but usually partners with other dancers because Sam has always insisted there is no chance of him stepping onto the dance floor and performing routines in front of a crowd. However, all of that has been part of his carefully planned surprise. Without Lydia's knowledge, Sam has been mastering a few basic dance moves under Ross's guidance. Ross has been passing on his skills after learning to dance himself to improve his agility for boxing. The pair have been rehearsing in barns around Emmerdale Farm and have even secretly watched some of Lydia's dance classes to see how she is progressing. The problem is that Sam's constant absences and the excuses he keeps giving Lydia are beginning to raise alarm bells. His behaviour is making her increasingly suspicious. In a newly released video, Sam and Ross are discussing their dance practice when Lydia unexpectedly appears. She is clearly frustrated with her husband, and it soon becomes obvious that Sam has forgotten her request for them to have lunch together. To make matters worse, Sam then tells Lydia they will not be able to spend quality time together the following day either. He keeps quiet about the real reason, another dance lesson with Ross, leaving Lydia feeling overlooked and unimportant. Only a few days remain before Sam finally unveils his surprise. However, if he fails to recognize how hurt and neglected Lydia is feeling, his grand gesture may not have the impact he hopes for. Instead of a heartwarming moment, the reveal could end up landing with all the enthusiasm of a low score from Craig Revel Horwood on Strictly Come Dancing. Cain's heartfelt gesture for Kammy in Emmerdale is sure to tug at viewers' heartstrings. Cain Dingle is known for being tough, stubborn, and often difficult to read, but every now and then he shows a softer side that reminds everyone he has a big heart beneath the surface. Earlier this week, Belle Dingle feared she had once again fallen under the spell of someone who wasn't being completely honest with her after Aaron Dingle revealed his suspicion that Kammy Hadid could be responsible for the fires at Emmerdale Farm. Kammy found himself under suspicion when Aaron and Robert Sugden discovered him standing in a field holding a lighter and a can of petrol. He claimed that he had intended to set fire to his own car, but because he failed to fully explain the circumstances, his story sounded more like an excuse than the truth. In reality, Kammy had planned to destroy his beloved car, Camilla, in an attempt to claim insurance money. He later confided in his close friend Vinnie Dingle, admitting that he hoped people would believe the mystery arsonist had targeted the vehicle, allowing him to receive a payout. Emmerdale airs on weekday evenings at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.